going across. Which is kind of the goal, right? Get a little bit of information just going across the interwebs. Let's see if we can get Chrome up. Max, do you need to go outside? You can go get Jake. You want to go get Jake? Okay. Or you want to go outside now? Go get him. Okay, let's see how the Twitch is behaving now. It looks like we're behaving a little bit better. Twitches. Twitches, twitches, twitches. Let's see. Okay. Internet might be dead. There we go. We're getting some good streamage going. Looks like the chat's not working. Time for backup chat. Hey dogs. Okay, internet's still struggling. Looks like the internet is still struggling. Just doing a sanity check here. Mostly just for the sanities. At some point I'm going to just say screw it and go. Looks like my bit rate's clean. Not having any frames dropped. Okay. And we're getting a good stream. We're gotten it. Gotten it good. Hey Max. We love it when dogs come to play with us. Cool. We'll just kill the Twitch for now. Oh, you can't even see my my exploitation of the interwebs. Okay. Let's go. Let's get it going good. So it seems that I'm gonna have have to throw old school chat back on. One day I'll figure out how to... Actually, we're just gonna do this. I've been doing this like... Nah, we're just gonna do it the other way. So we should be able to unsee that, and you can have the chat load, maybe? Maybe on a good day? Let's, turn that sound down so you can actually hear the words coming out of my mouth. The words that I uttereth. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. Throw something up in the chat, make sure it works. The videos are just so much more entertaining when there's a chat. I'm sure we'll be spending a lot of times on the interwebs today, so I'm not too worried. I don't want to restore that. Yeah, I want to close this. My terminal's trying to be smarter than I am. And that's not what technology is supposed to do. Technology is not supposed to be smarter than the user. Cool. Hey, you're still here. Wrong screen, bub. There we go. Who did that? Autofocus? Nobody wants autofocus. Oh well. Great. How many buttons can I press without breaking things? Come on. No. There we go. Okay. So we're trying a different screen because I hope that you'll be able to see things a little bit better today. Just see things a little bit better. And I want to pull up that web scraper. Event. Web scraper. Last time we did a stream, we had quite a few entertaining people. Come to find out, we broke 50 viewers. That is the minimum to be a Twitch affiliate. Event web crawler must be what it's called on the GitHubs. I think I merged that. I almost got a camera for my keyboard. But since my keys are not have letters on them, I figured everybody would get my passwords. We don't want anyone having my secrets. Not my secrets. Okay. Should we try using not MacVim and see if I can navigate things? Oh, look. Timed out again. Oh no. I'm just getting excited. Come on. Okay. Oh, unit tests. Where were we? We need to be on that. I believe these run. No file or error. What? I fixed you completely. Did the Go binaries install? I forgot to check that. I was actually want Go Please to work, right? But since, oh, there we go again. There we go. I blame I got a new dock. It's really struggling with this camera. So, yeah. So I'm just updating all the Go binaries because I want Go Please to work so that the not the autocomplete, but like the smart pop-up thing works. Yeah, definitely the dock that don't like this camera. But this camera is way prettier than the other one. There we go. Come on, camera. 12 years later, we're gonna have this internet working so the binary can work. So yeah, I was been pretty busy this week. Besides my binary's not working, I've been working on a couple websites, got CFPs out, trying to get a location finalized for the Go West conference. I mean, we have finalized. We have a verbal agreement. But verbal agreements only go so far. Yeah, Go Dev. We need Go Dev to work. Then, what else have I been doing? Working on websites, Surfboard Utah. Trying to get Meetup speakers. Got a couple of those. Got a meetup in 2 weeks we should have a speaker for. So there's that. 5 frames per second. Man, this quality of Twitch stream sucks. So we're gonna have to work on that. It's a good thing I don't game, otherwise we'd be in deep doo. But I also don't have a PC, so there's that. I didn't have any meetups this week. I've been kind of taking it easy. No meetups. I was gonna do an extra stream, but I didn't. They say that you have to stream on 7 days, like 7 of 30 days to be a Twitch affiliate, and I guess Twitch affiliate is when subscribers are unlocked? I'm not quite sure. I just know I'm not there. Somebody's lying to me about the CPU. So, cool. I'm really excited to work on tests. We love Go tests. I'm really excited. We're trying a new screen setup so that I can hopefully have better code to look at. Set up some more speaking engagements. Looks like I need to start getting some stuff together so I can be speaking again. I did work on my Go tutorial this week. You can check that out on my GitHub. It's for first time. Oh my goodness, I'm so yawny. First time programmers. It's because this room was really hot. I turned the fan on and it's cold, and now I'm just really yawny. And I have this giant blanket on, and like dogs laying around me. So I should be anything but cold. What else? Yeah. Oh, go please initialized. That's good. Does this mean I can start writing? Cool. Should we do this? That doesn't seem to make a difference, right? Okay. We got one last test to write here. So this would be meetup client.go, and we need to write a test for the get meetup info function. And the get meetup info function takes a URL, makes a request, so we probably have to do that mock. And we'll see what happens, cause let's get web page. That's the one I am not currently testing. Yeah, we'll see. Takes URL, cleans it up. We're gonna have to. I already have get meetup URL, right? Am I already? Is that? Oh, get meetup URL is run inside of somewhere. Oh, that's in the parse one. So I pass in the URL. I mean, we can set it up, but it looks like I might have to. I think I have that saved on my GitHub. I mean, I think I accidentally uploaded and copied the HTML payload that I want. Well, an HTML payload that I want, like not the full one. So I should be able to download that file. And oh my goodness. And then make it the thing. Make it the thing. What is the thing? Maybe Friday's a bad day to stream because everybody streams on Friday. Should we start streaming on Wednesdays? I'm looking at the Slack just to make sure that there's still nothing important here. Cool. Cool. And I think the datums has the JSON that I'm pulling out for the tests. Right? The test. Yeah, it does. All these red things are misspelled words. I have the spell check on because I'm a horrible speller. Let's go see if I can find it on my GitHubs. See, I knew this would be way easier to read. My nephew's watching basketball, and paper thin walls means you'll probably hear him at least once. Did I kill? Oh, I might have killed the branch. I mean, it's pretty trivial to just run it and then save the file. Like, really trivial to run it and then save the file. Let me just see if I have some branches hiding in the deep. Parse Meetup pages, is this, how old is this one? Well, it has Meetup, so that's probably not the right one. Oops, that's not there no more. Well, oh, yeah, of course that's not there. Meetup wasn't there. I swear I committed this on one of my commits. Did I squash it? I don't know how long I'm gonna look before I just save the file, but who cares? View all branches. It says I have 4. 7. Okay, well this one is. Oh, but I. Look at this. Yeah. I swear I committed it, but can't find it, so let's just not waste our time. Cool. So essentially what we need to do here is just, write the file, so when we pull that body back, when we pull the body back, why do I have that? Get web page. I bet this is called cool. And we'll call this datums. I'm gonna do html.text. It is an HTML. Go has HTML parsing tools. Let's call it. I'm gonna just save it as an HTML, and then if this screws with me later. And in other news, the Jazz missed a shot. If you want to watch live sports, just listen to my nephew.
Rudy is afraid of the ball.
Hear that? Rudy is afraid of the ball. It's pretty great. So right here, when we get our body back, we can just do this. Okay, I'm never gonna. We have a file, and then we do
Get out there, Roy!
strings.newWriter. This is probably the 4th time I have looked this up since we started this, right? Oh, I can just write string. Duh. Okay, if go please was working, that should add, oh, F. They can't both be named file. We'll call this HTML file. Right, because, like, I'll comment that out after I run this once. So this would be HTML developer. HTML file dot write string. I mean, I could probably just write, but this makes me feel better. Cool. Can I do this? I can do that. You can, okay. Go run main.go. That should still work. Okay, so that's done. We've got 5 URLs in there, which should be the same as last week's because we didn't have a meetup. But that doesn't matter. Like, we only need static stuff for tests. But I'm gonna do this. Datums.meetup. I wonder if this will open. It doesn't have any of the accents, but dang, that behaves just like I wanted it to. Look at that gross picture of me that was cached in there. That's fun. Who are we? We are Clintberry. Let's just send that to Clint real quick. If that will load. Cool. Well, that was super fun. So we do have the datums now. I'm typing. Can you hear me type? Yeah, like, hi, this is Mr. Baggio. Yes, the web page is broken. It's not really a web page. So I just scraped that from the Meetup page, and so there's a lot of stuff I don't have. Like, I don't have any of the CSS. I don't have... You know who... No. Baggio. Am I supposed to infer something from that? I'm sorry, I can't infer anything from your Twitch name. Should I look? Do you have a picture? Can I stalk you? Oh my goodness, why did that take so long? Your favorite engineering manager? Did you come and find me? Aww, now I feel super special. Why did you pick that name? I can't say anything that's not offensive at this point, so. Oh, that's a... See, so now I know how to make you friends on Xbox? No, that's fun. Thanks for joining into my broken webpage. Did you see the amazing pictures of me and Mr. Clinton Berry on there? Oh my goodness, you don't want to see that. No, so I'm writing tests. I'm just gonna, no, I don't want to do that. I want to do this. I want to throw you on that one so I don't have to see you ever again. After I send this picture to Clint real quick, because it'll make him feel super special. Wait. I can't guarantee I don't say anything offensive. Whew. Yeah, I didn't know it was you. But you are on my streams, and I'm forever super grateful that you're participating in them. And all you have to do is follow me now. And then I will get off your back forever. And ever and ever. Oh, look at that follow! Where's my alerts? Dang it, all of my alerts were on the other... You're supposed to put your name up here. Thanks for the follow, Baggio. It reminds me of Baggins, like Bilbo Baggins. So maybe me knowing that isn't a good thing. Should you undo and redo? I don't know. Will that send an alert? If you undo and redo and you get the alert, then it was worth it. I think everything's worth it if you get the alert. Are you gonna get mad at me for using Vim instead of an IDE? Because I'm using Vim in the terminal just for you. Because you told me that I should. Oh, dang it! Well, just blame my internet's been a piece of crap. So, I recognize you and all of your things, and one day the alert box might work. Should we test our widgets? I want to test a widget. So if I test a follow, click it. Follow. See, that's what should happen. But it should say, this is Mr. Baggins, which is... Okay, bye. Whatever. All of my alerts are broken. Everything. Yeah, see, you're right there at the top, because you're my new favorite. I don't know why my alerts are all broken. But it appears that all of my alerts are broken. Every single one of them. Oh gosh. Well, whatever. Right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why all my alerts are broken, but we'll pretend like they're not, and you can still be my favorite. Yeah, Streamlabs has been really failing me lately. So, somebody wants to put in a complaint so that all of my alerts work, but yeah, your name is up there because you'll forever be my latest follow until somebody else follows me. Am I on the client or the test? I need to be on the test. So, once upon a time, come on, Cam. Meetup client get info. Test URL, test server. So we should write in my what did I do with this? Right? So I had this JSON blob. This shouldn't be JSON blob. I should always write that HTML file because like that is what literally I expect. And then right, that should work now. I'm going to punch. It's a good thing I paid for the insurance for the stupid dock because I'm about to send it back because my camera doesn't work. And then use the money to buy a PC. I'm just kidding, I'm not. I'm not buying a PC. My next computer will be a Linux box. I would do this in the terminal, but if oh, I see. Control, where is, there you go.
Get that out of here! Get
You're
that
supposed to go away. Yeah, well, thank you. It looks like I didn't. Oh, look! My CLI linter's working. It's on the bottom. Somebody fixed all of my things. That's amazing. I need this because I'm redefining it somewhere. I forgot. Now my camera explodes. I can always go back to the webcam that has horrible picture. Horrible picture. 17 HTML blob should be fixed, right? Yeah. JSON file on 23 should be gone, and on 19. That's still not a thing. There we go. So now we should be able to run the test. I should have ran compile, make sure everything compiled. 17? Oh. That should be my 30 minutes. That's HTML file 66. Oh, that's why, because I'm using it in different tests. We set it up as a global and use it in different tests. I remember why. I I mean, I could return it, but I didn't want to return it. I don't know why I didn't want to return it, but it's only a global in the test compile world. Do the test compile? What do you mean? 17 is fixed. I don't even know what you are. Okay. So now we do it below. I'm just so used to doing this though. Like super used to it. Yeah, that. Oh, it looks like everything's still tests, so we all good. Cool. And that HTML blob is super awesome, because now it behaves exactly like I want it to behave. So like, this one is whatever, HTML blob client 2, we expect that. We expect empty struct, but on get meetup info now, where is my initialization code that I can copy? I'm like almost certain I'm gonna need both of these. Test client, test server, and this one has almost the same, right? Okay. Because I am that bad. You are, oh. Oh, it should match. So we have an info we want. Info. That's a struct. Right? Info. Want info. Go def. Oh, that's just a boolean? Did I just totally like space on that? Hey, Mr. Casiris. Yeah, I'm finishing my tests because I didn't touch the code. But why does this say info? I feel like I should pay more attention. See? Parsed meetup. Info parse meetup. So it is a struct. Or a slice of something. Why did it tell me boolean? Huh. Can I just, I don't want to. See, like, I just don't want to make a struct that I expect. Because I'm lazy. But the real easy thing to do would just be print out my first got and hope that it's something right. Because I am a horrible tester. Yeah, well, so I'm not really streaming at 60 frames per second. And the webcam is due to my dock, which is really struggling with this idea of USB 3. It doesn't think that USB 3 is a thing. But I got a new dock. Because I had way too many dongles, and I was like, I need to consolidate these dongles into something actually singular. And so I got a dock off New Wave, a Wavelink, and I'm not gonna remember the names, because it was on sale, like $200 off, and I was like, yeah, well, that seems like a good deal. And yeah, it's doesn't like my mouse, it doesn't like my webcam, it thinks my headphones are USB output, my hardline internet's not reading, it's still doing Wi-Fi. Oh, and I had the driver is constantly recording my internet, so who knows, not my internet, my screen, so who knows what the Chinese are getting from me. So there's that. Yeah, anyway, not super impressed with this dock. It's way easier than 12 dongles, and like, I haven't had to move cords around or anything, so it's like, there's some things that have been super beneficial, but the fact that I can't use my laptop in clamshell mode, that's one of them. And then the other thing, hey, I didn't sell my soul, it was on super sale. So there's that. Oh gosh. Yeah. Am I still in my terminal? Yeah. Definitely, like, not super great. Oh, I forgot to do that again. Yeah, and so my camera, I'm not doing anything, and it just cuts out all the time. But I mean, you're used to that by now, aren't you? Like, my camera just totally behaving like... there we go. Like, nobody's business. Args. Now let's see if the tests compile. They should compile just fine. Cool. TS is declared but not used. TS2 is declared but not used. That's because I'm not using this yet. And I might not need that. My camera is a potato. Hey, I bought a new webcam. So I do have a webcam that I could switch to. That's not my phone, but I'm just really, the image quality that comes through the compression is just not as nice. Like, this one, even though it clips out, has a really crisp image, and like, something about me really likes the crisp image as opposed to the other one. that doesn't quite have a crisp image, but, oh, see, that's not where I wanted to be. Can you hear my nephew screaming? He's, really excited, really, really, really excited, about basketball. That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted again. There we go. Too many buttons. So I use my phone and I have the EpoCam app that Elgato recently purchased, and it usually works. It works like 95% of the time, but that 1% that it doesn't work drives me insane. It also doesn't work on my work computer. But like it matters, because I can't do clamshell mode, so I have my laptop open anyway, and that has a camera. So I also really like to play games during meetings, and if I'm using my phone as a camera, I can't play games on it. So go test. So there's that. But I'm totally a fan of using a phone as a camera, because it's way cheaper than all of the money I spend on other things. Oh look! Test percentage, you can't see that. But our test coverage went up from 33% to 46%, and it looks like I didn't get that blob I wanted. And that should have failed. Why is it printing an empty slice of info? It shouldn't be printing an empty slice of info. What? This got shouldn't be empty. Because get Meetup info should print something. That's it's, yeah, I agree. The phone cameras are by far the best situation. Another reason I didn't use it was because with the dongles, right? So this is another reason why I got my dock. Was using all 12, oh my goodness. All 12 dongles that I had, plus the power cable, plus the connection to my monitor. I couldn't hardline my phone into the computer. So the phone webcam would connect over Wi-Fi, which was super shoddy and horrible connection. And it would like buffer. Look at that! We got a follower and the little follower thing popped up. That's all I wanted was for that to work. I wish I could get the sound to work, but you know, whatever. The screen's popped up. Thank you, Karukuchi? Yeah, I know it worked. It didn't work when Mr. Baggio followed, and so that's why. Yes, using my webcam over Wi-Fi was a piece of crap, so I bought the dock so that I could have extra ports to plug my phone into if I ever needed my phone to be a webcam. But I should also be able to use my camera as an NDI source cam and the webcam as a webcam. So I have 7 cameras, well 4 cameras at the ready if I need to. Oh gosh, okay. Let's see if we can get some crap printed out from here. Resp is declared but not used. Resp is declared but not used. Client.go. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. 60, 36. Well, I need to close that. Oh. Why do I have this code? It's duplicated in the return. I thought we deleted that code. Oh my goodness. Buttons! Yes, I need a dock that isn't utter garbage. Well, so I could get one for my work, but it doesn't support 2 displays. And I mean, they'll shell out the money for it, right? So I just need them to buy me a dock that supports 2 displays. If you're on this, Mr. Baggio, as my EM, that is my request. A dock that supports dual displays, because I have 2, well 3 today, that works. F damn it. So yeah, and isn't utter garbage. Do you see that? Like, just 5 frames per second look like the result you're getting right now from my camera, because that's what my computer thinks it's doing, is about 5 frames per second. Okay. Yeah, when that runs a test, that works. So, like, obviously, printing out the web page like I thought it, like I decided to do, don't work. I don't want that. Client test. Okay, so right here, I'm writing an HTML blob, which I'm gonna do this. Like, this is what I'm doing when I write it to a file. Bloody murder, screaming bloody murder. He does, my nephew, screaming in the background. I really think he struggles to express his emotion in daily life, so he is completely invested in sports. And anytime anything happens with the team he likes, he rages and screams as if he were playing the game. Makes him feel better. So I had the door shut, and my dogs opened it. And the only solution is to make him hold a baby, because then he has to be quiet. The one time he was holding my baby niece, absolute silence the entire time. Okay, so we're going to try this test. Right, I'm just trying to get the infos to not be a... Right string is not undefined. Right string is a thing. Hey, Jake!
Oh!
Hey, Jake!
Yeah.
Come say hi. He just came upstairs. Come right here. And then wave at the camera. Wave at the camera and say, and so everybody knows that you're not dead, you're just screaming.
I'm just watching the Jazz game.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. That's all we needed to know. Make sure that I'm not torturing you.
Torturing me.
Not torturing him. You're training to be a doctor.
Hey, oh, wait, never mind.
And you're used to people screaming. That's super unfortunate. I was training to be a physicist, and so I'm used to screaming. Physics is just frustrating. Actually, you mostly just suffer in silence, so no screaming done. That's a little bit. it's good character building, right? This isn't what I wanted to be on. I swear there was a write string function. See? Right. Right. And I don't know if that takes slice with bytes or not, but the truth is I don't know. I need to check this. HTTP response. My goodness, the moderator's still mad at you. Ex-Russian intelligent. Oh my goodness, that's incredible. That's gotta be super fun. I just can't imagine. Can't imagine. I mean, my father didn't serve in Vietnam, so that's the excitement that I get daily. Request, response, server, response writer, write header, header.set, header add, IO write string W. Should I try that? It writes a slice of bytes, writes a header. So the slice of byte thing should work, but it doesn't seem to like my file. Is that my problem because I saved it as a thing, an HTML file instead of let's just yeah. And then maybe that. He's now an accountant and club owner, ex-KGB. That's awesome. That's awesome. Look at that. It's empty, so it's not... Oh, that's because I spelled datums wrong! You see that? No wonder it don't work. I put an extra A in, it says data-ums. That's what happens. I should have known. It's misspelt and the misspeller was telling me. Spell checker. Okay, so the only reason I know that they have clubs in Scotland is from watching the dumbest show on earth, Love Island, which the UK one, which is so dumb, but I watch it because I like to laugh at people. And all of the people on that show literally just spend their night, like, out. And so the Scottish people go to the clubs. And so one of the girls dated Lewis Capaldi. And obviously they went clubbing. So good job, Scotland, for giving us Lewis Capaldi. And everything else you've invented, like televisions and toaster ovens and rock hinges and whatever else Scottish people want. That didn't save. Now it did. Scotland also gives me... Have you met him? I've only watched him on Graham Norton, and he's hilarious on Graham Norton. Why is that still empty? Why is that still empty? Oh, that's... That's awesome. That's awesome that you've met Louis Capaldi. Around Glasgow, yeah. That's where he's from, right? It's Glasgow? I don't know, I've never been to Scotland. Okay, so now it's nil, which means the file's empty, which means... S! I added an S. So, that's awesome. Cousin Peter worked on Doctor Who. I've only watched the first season and 2 episodes of Doctor Who. I just didn't watch any more after that. And that was my freshman year of college, and I haven't looked... Oh my goodness. Just haven't looked back. And now that's also not misspelled? Oh my goodness. Maybe I should pay more attention to the misspeller. Did it again. Not what I wanted. Chew on some pistachios, fire roasted. I have major issues with my spelling every day. It's the one thing that I can't do. Is spell. Do I have to use the HTML parser? Because if that's the case, I'm switching to a text file. Let's try that. Oh my gosh, those are spicy. Oh my goodness, did it again. It's the same information either way. I am a coder for a living, and I just struggle spelling. It's fine. I still have a job. Mr. Well, that one's got some good lemon in it. Mr. Baggio hasn't fired me yet. There we go. Look at that beautiful information. Nobody ever said you had to know English to be a programmer. That's not a requirement. Nobody said you had to know how to type either. I mean, yeah, they're just bytes. I mean, I did add that print line, so we kind of expect that. Did I add the text to the thing? Okay. What? Yeah, I saved it. There's a meetup.text. No. And I'm writing it as a string, so that should be, yep, that's as readable as I expected it to be. And that looks identical. Yeah, literally just raw bytes. I just was doing that as a sanity check for the tests. And yeah,
You don't care about this switch.
not helping that much.
I said we don't care about this switch.
Oh my goodness. Somebody should teach me how to use a keyboard too. No, I'm gonna delete that extra print of the body we don't need to. Okay. So HTML file not printing. Now that we have it right. But did it say it was nil? I forgot. I forgot if it said it was nil. Not that one. It did say it was nil. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's trying to find datums inside the folder. That's probably why. I'm probably gonna do this. Did it again. My mapping's messing with me. Mapping's on the keyboard. There we go! That's so exciting, it worked. I'm clapping for myself because I miss being around people where they clap for you. I should teach my dogs to clap for me every time. There we go! Ah! It's exactly what I wanted! Should I switch back to the HTML? Shouldn't matter, they're both slices of bytes. Nope. Okay. I'm just running this again just because I wanted to make sure that what I'm printing out is what I want. TBA looking for speaker. So this is what I want. The struct to look like. Nope. And anybody remember what the info is supposed to look like? Name, URL, description, start date, end date. Location is in that's inside of a struct, and that's just a place. That's awesome. Yeah, just take. Oh, you're talking about the failing tests? Yeah, ignore the failing tests. 100% ignore the failing tests. Those are supposed to fail. I mean, they're not supposed to fail, but I didn't set them up. You know. So. X Paste that. I believe the location just has a place, so that must be the type. So we're just gonna have place. Should be location. That was nested, wasn't it? So it should just be a struct. And if I do this, then I don't have to worry about all the commas. Which is what we want. Event attendance mode is that. Offline attendance mode. Oh no, I want to do this. Yeah, S. And then my handy dandy mouse. Not all of you. Oh my gosh, my nose itches. Error 2202 failed successfully? Is 2202 a thing, or are you trolling me? Because it did fail successfully. I wanted it to fail so I could know what to put in this dumb info. Scammer. Event scheduled. Event date. Since it's static, that's really nice. Whoever decided to make this a static file should have done that last week. That would be me. It was so easy to just save the HTML blob. Oh no, I didn't do it. I meant to do this. Those are not the same. Description looks like it's blank, which I believe it is. And then the URL. This one, Utah Gophers, because the Utah Go Meetup is the best meetup, second only to the Women Who Go Meetup, Women Who Go Utah Meetup, and then because that one has speakers. Exactly, I have speakers for the Women Who Go Meetup and no speakers for the other one. Come on, camera. There we go. And title name. Okay. Did that copy? Oops. Did not. TBA looking for speakers. So yeah, if anybody wants to talk at the Go Meetup, we're still looking for speakers for that one. It's only in 2 weeks. Don't know whose fault that is, but it's not mine. What? must be missing a comma or something. Because this did not auto-format. Where's my rainbow brackets? No, I haven't. I need... There we go. Dang it. Want info, name. Why is there so much white space? I mean, it's telling me. It's telling me that I either have an extra comma or I'm missing a comma. Oh, we got another follow! Where's my little alert? There we go! Logan Wick! 97... That's not a 9. Logan Wick. 697. Not to be confused with John Wick, I assumed. I assumed previously. Unless you are John Wick using an alias that's Logan, because then that's pretty awesome. I'm sure you don't get that all the time from everybody. I did that again. Wrong buttons! You do get that all the time? Yeah, my bad. Sorry. Bad joke. But I figured I might as well. Expected expression on line 158. Maybe I just do this? Nah. It's still a struct. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Because I know what to do if I create a new type. Because I don't want to look up what I'm doing wrong. And I know this works. And this should just be a paste. And then that goes there. And that should work. I stream normally every Friday. Sometimes during the week, but every Friday. I do for sure. And then sometimes I'll like do special streams. But I am very, very, very loud about those on Twitter. So, yeah, every Friday. I start usually around 2 Mountain Daylight Time or Standard Time, depending on what we are, which is 4 Eastern. US time, GMT -6 or something. I don't know. People tell me that all the time. Mostly just the people that run the Italian conferences that really, really love me. Twitter handle. It should be somewhere on my page, but it is @CaptainNobody1. CaptainNobody1. Captain Nobody 1 is my Twitter handle. Here, I can pop that up just real quick. Those are the handles for it, so you can follow me on all of the things. That should take care of that. Awesome. Yeah. I do post on Twitter if I'm ever doing anything outside of the normal. And normal is Friday. Come on, chat. Don't be a baby, chat. Where's my cursor? location, ION. Okay, I'm still missing something. It's not in location. Name. URL. See, these all look right to me. That's not right. Unless I accidentally, like... Oops. Yeah. And that ends at the right thing with a comma. The want errors false with the comma. I have all the right commas. Oh, maybe that is the way it thinks it needs to be formatted. Who the heck thinks that that makes sense for formatting? Not I. Does that compile? Running compilation, running, can't compile. Looks like it compiles now. Come on. I don't know why that pulls up a file like that every time, but it does. Okay, let's see if my test passes. This should not fail. If this fails, then I did something wrong. What? Does it reset my chat? Did I do that on purpose? Resetting my chat? Well, that looks like that passed. Awesome. Ah, there we go. Yeah, it reset. Thanks for the check. We no longer need you because you work. And this should be... This failing one should be, like, almost identical. Like... Don't you love reusing code? Makes your life so much easier. Come on, camera. There we go. Okay, the thing is, we have a URL, but we want... We want info, just an empty info, I believe, and I don't think the URL actually matters at this one. Because it just needs an empty string. So this one does use client 2, so this one would use the client 2 URL. And should be a slice of bytes. URL. Yeah, so this one's on my GitHub. It's called Event Web Crawler, I believe. On GitHub. So it's not like super like flexible yet, if that's a good thing to say. So it has the URL hard-coded. To be the Forge Utah Pro page for Meetup.com. I mean, theoretically, and it's using like type specifically for that. But like, if you're just using it, you want an example of writing web scraper and go, you can go to my GitHub. The link's at the bottom of the Twitch page if you're not there, or go to GitHub and search Soypete, SOYPET, and that is my GitHub repo. And yeah, I have two web scrapers or web crawler projects that both have two different ways of doing it. And one is this one. So, there's that. I don't want that. Fail. Cannot use slice of byte as type info. Oh, that should still be a blank info then. Oh, if you want to learn Go, yeah, you can check out any of my repos on my GitHub. They're like almost all Go. Hi Lulu. Hey girl. Hey girl duck. You come say hi? Did you come to say hi? Say I saw something outside and I barked. You bark outside? Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. She puts her hand on my chair when she thinks that I shouldn't be done. Okay, I need to, can I go back to work? Can I work? Mama works? Okay, I might need to go let them outside so that they can go bark. So let me just do this. I think this should be info blank still, and that should make that pass. We'll go ahead and we'll have this. That's not what I wanted. Can you refresh? Oh, that literally just broke it, didn't it? Well, I know how to manage that. There we go. Okay. We will. Am I an ML engineer or a Go engineer? Are you asking that because I say I'm an ML engineer on like half of my profiles? So I do machine learning sometimes, but I write in Go a lot. I do machine learning in Go when I do machine learning. So, yeah. General software kind of covers the bases a little bit more better. Where'd that dog? Did she relax? Okay. So, undefined client 2. So, yeah. General software engineer who works in Go is probably the more accurate title. I have data engineer on my LinkedIn. And that's way more accurate. I don't think I've updated my LinkedIn, my GitHub description in a minute. But Go engineer would align more with what I do on Twitch. I don't know if it would align more with what I do in my day job, which is still all Go. Is that not called client 2? Oh, I commented it out. And what's client 2? Did I set up a client 2 in one of these? Yeah. There we go. There we go. Maybe I'm just an interesting person. Does that count? I used to do a lot of more machine learning than I do now. And I spoke about machine learning in Go all the time. Like, all the time. But now I don't speak anymore. I just run meetups. That's a lie. I speak a lot still, but it's just different. I'm not recycling the same machine learning in GoTalk. Cannot use client to type client as string field variable. What? Oh, it's supposed to be client2.url. Like, pretty sure that's what it is. .pro URL. You can, if you want to do machine learning in Go, you can check out all of my talks on my YouTube. Other than that, yeah, I just do Go, like, but I'm doing this for my meetups, right? Like, I want to be able to just take the next 5 meetups, from the meetup page, and and be able to, put them on our webpage. Okay, so I'm gonna go let my dogs out. I will be right back. So feel free to say hi in the chat. I'll be back ASAP. Let's we'll mute the mic and turn up the music so you can. Feel free to throw any questions you have for me in the chat. Let them back up. Say hi to the other people in the chat. Get to know each other, and I'll be back in like 5.
It's breathtaking looking at you. You give me something to think on, baby.
See, my dogs didn't want to go outside, now they're just barking. It's computer science engineering. You've been doing a lot of back-end stuff in Node. Recently, you've been come across many articles that say Go is way better than Node. Yes, give Go a try because Node is a fake programming language. It's not even worth your time. It's just not scalable. Like, it's easy, it's quick, but like, personally, I wouldn't use it for anything. Not even. Except for the Postman tests that Postman forces me to use it for. Yeah. Don't even like it. Don't like Mode. Use Go. Go's way better than Node. Way better. I understand. JavaScript is super powerful and like their frameworks are everywhere. And it's like, great. Whoa! Who moved my chat? Chat's very important to me. But, yeah. Got to Go, or good game. GG is good game, right? Well, thanks for joining. I hope you choose Go over Node. Mr. Wick. Mr. Logan Wick. Nil pointer for no client? Well, yeah. Sounds about right. Sure. Hey, I mean, I understand if you have to do it for school, do it for school, but like for everything else, Go's gonna be a much more valuable language. Especially on your resume. Node pigeonholes you into the same group as boot camp people. So expose. Yeah. I blame my internet and my camera and my dock. My dock. It's just the dock that drops frames. I got a new dock. Got it from Newegg. And it's really screwing with my camera capture. My camera card, capture card. But this is the first stream I've done with it, so I can work on it for the next stream. So it won't be as bad. Panic testing, panic meetup client 49. And client 65. That's probably a lot closer where I want to use. Client 65. See? I need to add this. So that way it'll catch that error. I knew that. That should catch that. Now we don't have a nil pointer. Test coverage goes up to 67%. C++. So I have zero experience with Dart. So C++ and C++ super fast. Like C++ is kind of the standard for fast, but it's very heavily object oriented, and it's hard to develop. Like, you're going to be slower in development time doing C++. just because of the complexity of the language, some of the frameworks, how you have to do the inheritance and stuff. Oh my gosh, these are disgusting. And stuff like that. Java is a step up. In that you have a JVM to deploy on, right? So it solves a little bit of some of the abstraction and complexity problems. There's also a ton of frameworks and it's used everywhere. But it's still kind of more complicated to write and kind of hard. Whereas Go reads more like English, so it's very easy to learn and write. You don't have the same learning curve that you do for Java and C++. And Go also executes very fast. So it's very much closer to C++ when it comes to speed optimizations and latency and stuff like that. What kind of problems did Golang solve for me? Well, I used it for everything. So it solves all my problems. It was my first programming language after school, like professional programming language. It's compiled, so it's better. It doesn't have as many. You minimize the number of runtime errors you have in a compiled language over a scripted language like Ruby or Node.js or Python. Which technically you can compile all of those with certain frameworks, but still. Like Go is compiled by default. The binaries are super small. I've had real issues with Docker build images for Python, especially with machine learning frameworks. See? Debugging's ridiculous. Yeah, the compiler gets rid of a lot of bugs. It compiles into a binary file, which, see, look at that. My camera just dropped out again. But it still has the best image of all of the cameras. So the file size is so you're going to have smaller build images, which is just really a lot easier to maintain and deploy, especially when you're doing a container or cloud native type thing, microservices. Additionally, like I said, it's very easy to read. The frameworks are really easy. The Go tools make it really easy to develop in, so it's a lot closer to developing in Node and Python as far as ease and readability. Like, my familiarity with Go makes it easier for me to develop in Go over Python, but like picking it up, I felt like it was about the same as far to learn. To be able to look at a piece of code and read it. I need to go back to my tests. That should be all of them. And technically, now that I have that blob, I should be able to make a test for that gross function. Yeah, so that's there. I also really like the Go community. Like, there's a lot of great conferences, there's great podcasts, there's a Slack channel. The Go people on Twitter are super awesome. Like, I've been able to find help and resources, like, internationally as well as locally with meetups and stuff, which I run too. Anyway. People do super cool stuff. Like, I've done machine learning in Go, which I think is super awesome, but it's also, like, super niche because machine learning in Python is well more built out. Go has a mascot, like the gopher. Lots of things are built in Go. Docker's built in Go. Kubernetes is written in Go. Oh! Compile time on Go is ridiculous. You want to see it? Watch this. Oh no, I needed to check out a branch. Who didn't check out a Twitch branch? What day is today? The 16th? Tests. So, like I said, Go comes with a set of binary tools built into the standard language that are just super nice, including a testing framework built in. So, if you're in school, you probably haven't run into this a lot, but like testing is super huge as far as predictability and stability of your code. And Go has a testing framework built in, which is light years above Ruby, which doesn't. So, watch this. So, if I want to compile it, I just do Go build. And that's done. So yeah, that's compiled, and let me go here. So the binary is just right here. So you see that web event crawler? That's the binary I just compiled. So the command line tools are super awesome. What I didn't like about C++ when I did it in school was we only ran it with the Visual Studio. Like, the professor's like, only use Visual Studio unless you want to be on your own, because the TAs won't help you unless you're using Visual Studio. So we only ran it on Visual Studio, like, we were super dependent on it. But, like, C++ does something, it's just like Flutter, never used Flutter. But yeah, Go's awesome. Go's the best. Go's the best language in the world, and everybody should use it for 90% of the things. There's some things Go can't do, right? And like, I'm not gonna be naive or bullheaded and say that Go's the best thing for everything, but it's really awesome for a lot of things. Okay, cool. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the other two. So what keeps happening there is I have control option for my screen manager, right? So that I can bind it to half the screen, full screen, whatever. And command option moves between the windows, so I keep getting command and control mixed up. So there's just one function I don't have tested, and I didn't originally plan on testing it. But I can now, at least in the client file, but it's mostly not my code, so we won't. So let's just get rid of client, and so we'll just send this up to Meetup parser test, because that's the other one that has tests I need to finish. So yeah, so basically what I've been doing in these streams is writing the tests, unit tests for the Go code I've already written. And I'm only using the Go internal testing framework that's built into the standard library. And like, I haven't used a lot of other testing frameworks in other languages, but most people I talk to who are definitely biased say Go has one of the best. So yeah. So this one only has the 2. So it should be pretty easy to write the test for. This is main. I hate this. So these are all generated, my tests. I generated them using VS Code's Go thing because my other one quit working, and it like creates this arg structs, which is fine when you have more than one argument. But if you only have one argument, it's like dumb. At least I think it's dumb when you only have one argument. Okay. Actually, so this parse HTML React script tag is parsing the static HTML file, which does have a lot of like stuff built into it, but I have this. I can probably use this just to get all of the info I need for the test. Right? Because I pass it in. Oh, I forgot I needed to comment you out. How is your software engineering life? I'm curious because I'm gonna pursue it in the future. Like what? Like my job? Love my job. We're based out of Utah. It's like the best company. Because I'm doing this on my weave time. I mean, it's my time. But during my week work day, they give us 10% of our weekly time is for personal development, and I use it for this. Career development. Really great community. Like I said, conferences are great. I was trying to see that. Even work from home's fine. Like, I don't have any problems. Get up, jump on the computer, connect with everybody, get the work done, leave when you're done. Like, super easy work-life development. Super fun problems. Like, it's challenging. It's not hard, it's challenging, right? Like, very rewarding. I love it. So I actually went to graduate school to be a physicist, and I dropped out of graduate school. Get Meetup URLs. So that parse is run inside of Get Meetup URLs. I knew that. It is? Is it really run inside that? Because that's... There's no way it is. If it is. So I'm already running a split on that. So I would have to clean up the strings. Or just pick one of them. I mean, I could just print that out and pick one of them, right? And that's probably the best option to test that, because I know this works. Am I from Australia? No, I live in Utah. I'm from Utah. Born and raised in the USA. I lived in Oklahoma for a while. So there's that. Let's do a couple of, so I know what I'm getting at. Get a nice buffer there. Oh, you're in India? Nice. We just opened an office in India, actually. So, I should be able to work with a lot of Indians here in the future. Dang it. I opened it. I forgot to comment that out. It must be pretty late if you're in India. Are you in India or just from India? Because that's gotta be late. Oh look, I didn't even handle that error. Good thing it works. Oh. Come on. There we go. Cool. That sucks. Insomnia? Insomnia. Word of the day. So we're just gonna call this Well, I'm glad you decided to join us on Twitch for your insomnia. So for our success, we should be using that string. I need a dot equals. Dot equals. I think this is a good use of insomnia time. I suffer from the opposite of insomnia, as in I sleep too much and everywhere. I can sleep anytime I want to. Well, it depends on how much caffeine I've had that day, but one thing I just don't give up is my sleepy time. Test string, and then we want a, I think I'm just going to call this a watch string, because it's easier to do that. I know it's not a thing yet. But I want everything that's just JSON. Oh, that's the wrong way. I know there's a way to get to the end of the string a whole lot easier, but I don't always remember all of the hacks to Vim. I should do better about it if I'm going to use Vim as much as I use Vim. Which is for everything. But I consider myself productive most of the time. Yank. And then we want to have a want string. The good thing about tests, I've probably said this before, but with Go's testing framework, right, we're writing all of these files into the actual program, but when the compiler runs, it doesn't compile any of the test code into the binary. They're only used at test time. Hey girl! How you doing, little girl? Did you want to come say hi? Did you want to come say hi again? Yeah. Are you missing on mama time? It's been rainy all week, so my dogs are... I'm only using the stuff built into the Go standard library. So yeah. Everything, so like go build, go test, go whatever, all of the Go commands are in the standard library as binary tools. So they come with the language. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Yeah, she's getting needy. So yeah, I don't have any packages outside of that. I love you, Lulu girl. You wanna see my pup? Can you say hi? Hi, yeah, you're being super needy, huh? I don't wanna go outside. I wanna go outside. Yeah. Okay, Mama needs to keep working, okay? She's got to finish some of these tests. I know. I know. You've got the biggest smile on your face, don't ya? Lulu. Her name is Lulu. I've got another dog who's hiding under my feet. He won't come out. But she, 13? Are you 13 months old yet, Lulu? Yeah, you should be 13 months old. You're almost 14 months. You're a big girl, huh? Yeah, it's just been rainy all week, so, she, we haven't gone to the park very much and stuff like that. Right, Lulu? Yeah. Right, Lulu? let's find, just gonna tell my nephew to take the dogs. Cool. Something like that. Teenager, right? That means you should start getting really irritated all the time. Let's see if the tests compile. No. I do this every time. I take out the args and then don't take out the args in the test function. Because I think they're pointless if you don't have more than one argument. No, Lulu's my COVID puppy. We got her when the lockdown started. That should run now. What? Who broke that? I know it's redundant. But I don't need it anymore. Oh, I need a dash V. Oops. Well, at least it gives... What are we printing? Verbose. Parse test line 25. Oh, sorry, that don't work. There we go. So what we wanted was not what we got. We got something. Where does the want? Oh, look. I got too excited. Oh, I keep using the dumb. Yes. Oh, look, it's working now. So what am I missing here? Yeah. Yeah, it should just pull me the JSON back. So why is it not pulling the JSON back? Get Meetup URLs. So get Meetup, I should probably test that, right? So the problem is those take up more than one line. So get Meetup URLs takes a slice of bytes, which is the body, which is what I wanted to put in from my text file, right? So that literally is what I was originally doing. And so this would be body should be that blob, because that is the body of the payload we put in. Want should be a slice of string. So are we really returning? Oh, we're returning just a list of URLs. Which I'm printing up there anyway. Cool. So I can just slice of string. I can just grab that. And then want error. It should be these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strings. That's what I want. Wrong way. So that should be the strings I want. Get rid of this. Oh my goodness, where did I forget a comma? I do want a comma after that. Right? Why do I always mess this up? I shouldn't want a comma. Jefferson. That's Jefferson. What's up? I'm just writing some unit tests and go. And the transparent background's actually not distracting at all, as long as I don't have anything behind it. I think it's kind of cool to look at. So this is just my terminal. If I don't want it, then I'll use the MacVim UI. That's solid black. But other than that, you could put fun things in the background with it transparent. You can also, using iTerm, you can change the transparency and whatnot. Slice a string. Slice a byte. One error false. I mean, it looks fine. Obviously, I'm missing something. Oh yeah, I'm missing a lot. Look at that. That's what I'm missing. That should help. So now, this test should pass. We don't know about this test. Jefferson 6. Jefferson. Jefferson. Jefe? test string is want and not use. You're right. Oh, I'm not doing verbose, so it might be okay. So yeah, I've just been writing this web scraper, and because I just don't do a lot of unit testing in my day-to-day life, I'm trying to be like a good human being and test the units. So yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. Maybe I'll just comment out that whole function. And then I can just make sure the other one works. Yeah, so I'm just doing some unit testing on my code. Make sure it works. Hopefully at some point, I mean, if my unit tests work and then the scraper ends up failing, that means that they changed their web page. So that's kind of one of the reasons too that I want to have these unit tests, so I know if my web scraper needs to be updated. I mean, and also just to be a good human citizen. So I feel like that's what testing does. Does this function have any weird errors? So errors only if it's not JSON. That's interesting. Does split after not return an error? Well, it could be a slice of one string. So we should be able to add one error case to that. Where the body's empty. So this would be bad JSON, which I think I have 12 other times. And this would just be an empty slice of bytes. And we would want an empty slice of wrong way again. Lulu went downstairs, Jake. Jake's my nephew, he lives with me. He's going to school. And yes, I do apologize for my camera skipping out. I upgraded some of my setup, and the upgrade was actually a downgrade. So, it does not like to keep USB connections running really well. So there's that. So that should fix that. What does it not like about line 54? Oh, the fact that I didn't add a struct at the beginning? Not a struct, a curly brace. So, okay, chat, how you doing? Talk to me. I get bored if I'm left to my own thoughts, and then I start to go crazy, and then I want to quit streaming. And I've still got like almost an hour of good development time here. Okay, we should get a fail on one. Error nil. Want error is true? Oh, the empty JSON is probably not going to give us an error. But I bet if I... Ooh. accidentally learned how to get that to change screens. So. But hey, I've got music for when chat's silent. Spicy pistachios make me cough. Compile? No. So it doesn't like this. I bet I can just do this. Like, this should just be random garbage, right? No idea if that'll work. Alright. That is random garbage. So that compiles. Let's see if that tests. Oh, it says unit, not unit. But apparently it fail. It still gives me a nil error. I probably can. To be fair, I don't know, like, a lot of them commands. Like, I mean, I know enough to be relatively successful. To be very successful. Like, I only code in Vim, but there's a lot of black magic that I just don't know. That's interesting. That's interesting. I don't know how to make this fail. I'm trying to make line 42 fail. Oh, that's not gonna fail, because even if I give it a blank slice of bytes, this returns a string. I'm wrapping the slice of bytes in a string. So there's no point in having a fail case there. No point! Did she want to go outside? Max has been hiding under me all day. My dogs are misbehaving. So...
Yeah, she went outside and she got cookies.
Hi! Did you get a treat, girl? Okay, so... Looks like, yeah, I can't test that failure. Because I have a function that abstracts that failure for me. I'm sure there will be an edge case that calls it, I just don't know. Okay, so now back to the tests that fail. So success runs. So, test string. Oh, look. This is wrong. This should just be the JSON. Who didn't trim that? At least I thought it was supposed to be the JSON. Oops. That should work now. Now does that test work? 86.5% of statements. That's awesome. That makes me happy. Tests finished. Yeah. See, again, reasons why I didn't add that keyboard cam, because then you would know what my password was. Don't want you to know what my password is. Okay. Okay, let's go back to that disgusting mess. What the heck? Don't need you open. Don't need you open. So now we're back to my to-do. So we've added the tests. Clean up codes and add better errors. Oh, come on, camera. Do you need to be reminded? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oops, didn't want to do that. Okay. I need to add better errors. Yeah, my errors suck. Right, so I have these log fatal errors. And I don't need to print those anymore. Meetup parse. What did I do? Somehow I accidentally deleted one of my curly braces. Okay. Let's go add some better errors. Sorry, dog's making noise. Error. Okay, error there. That's good error. Good error. Good error. Good error. Here we go. We'll go font dot error F. Error F is lowercase. Get Meetup info. Right? For people who don't use debuggers, good text strings. Text strings, are there any strings that aren't text? Good error messages really help you figure out where your code's failing. Oh yeah. Where's get Meetup URL? I think get Meetup URL. first one. I think I changed the name. %. Yeah, let's go. Meetup. Parse.go. Right, get meetup info. So this one is parse. See how get meetup URL and get meetup info have a lot of the same things in them? So one takes a body and one takes a string. And then you just what am I? Oh yeah. Let's go over. I guess, right? The question is can, right? So we're just gonna, we clean up React, and we parse meetups. It's M's a slice of bytes, so, yeah, that's the problem. The problem is I don't think I can abstract that out because we want two different results, the map versus that. So I think in this case the copy paste is the only thing that makes sense in my head. Only thing that makes sense in my head. It sounds like a Taylor Swift song. This honestly sounds like a Taylor Swift song. Which is really funny to me. So, and this only prints when we have a bad thing. If error does not equal nil, continue. And then right, if I can't, yeah, just like if I cannot marshal it into that, I don't care. So I'm not logging that. Cool. So we will just consider that clean derp. And this one, not there. We need to add an error. Cannot extract unmarshal. How you spell it, Marshall? What's your issue? Here we go. I think that's good. Oh my gosh, my ear just started itching. Okay, so that looks good. GitHub Actions for testing. So I actually did. I have a GitHub action already on this repo, I believe. So in the event crawler, yeah, we'll make a PR while we're here. Finish unit tests, clean up code. Okay. So I added a typo check on that. I thought, see, yeah, I do have a testing pull request. So this just runs the unit tests, which is all I need for now. So that should be good. So we should be good on that one. So now this is going to be interesting. I want to deploy it to run weekly, right? So I want to deploy it using Firestore, just as like an app. And I want to save the, oh, Logan Witt said good night a while ago. Hope he finally went to sleep. Right there at the top, I see it. Interesting. Yeah. So this would probably be a new PR. A new branch. Right, which is fine. Right now I'm just picking at accounts because that's disgusting. So right here on line 43, I am writing my URLs to this file. Datums. Right, which is just great. It's just a JSON file with some basic information. But I want to save this JSON file to Firestore, and I actually had a friend of mine give a talk at a meetup. Somebody needs to learn how to spell YouTube. Oh look, my PR broke. Let's see what test didn't run. The test failed. Oh, it's because the datums weren't set up there. You're right. I'll need to push up my datums. Let's do that real quick. So this one. Forge Utah Firestore and Go. So he talked all about using the Firestore SDK and using Firebase's Cloud Firestore. And since I use Firebase for my personal site, for my hosting, that's what I plan to do. Cool. So let's do this. Let's clean up our datums and then we'll remove it from our get it. So there you go. RM datums, we don't need the HTML. And so now we can exit that. And these are just being used for unit tests, so they won't get deployed, but they can be, like, it's public information, so who cares? if it's in GitHub and they're not huge files. I have gotten into trouble before, like accidentally trying to save data for when I was doing forgetting to do git ignore for local caches of machine learning data, and it's like, we can't push your branch up because oh gosh. Yeah. I probably should have waited. Anyway, yeah, it can't, like, huge data stores, like, they have a megabyte limit at GitHub as far as, like, the commits. Like, there's ways to store data on GitHub, but it's not gonna give me a diff anymore, is it? Dang it. There we go. Should we go on Twitter and announce the Firebase stuff for next week? And more importantly, let's just make sure that this push reran. I always want to make sure that that push reran. Testing. Yeah, let's see that. Why'd you fail this time? Come on, test. You didn't. Error F has arguments with no formatting directives. Oh, did I not add a W? Go build should have caught that. I didn't run go build, did I? See, this is why I wanted to add the GitHub actions to make sure that my stuff is. What? Oh, go build. Go build didn't catch this. What? You're failing me, go build. I probably don't need to do the cover profile, but I like the fact that I can. So that test works. The build works. Fix error. Yeah, and that GitHub action is really easy. It's a default one, so I didn't even try hard. Didn't even. Cool. This should be running a gum. Oh, it does it for each commit. Did I push that up? What's up?
I'm doing residency stuff, so I need to write down my.
Oh, look, it passed.
License plate number. There we go. There, I got the words out.
Are you gonna register your car in Utah, Jake?
No, I just has to do it for residency for school. It says, do you have a car in Arizona? Do you have a car in Utah? And I say, yes. Is it registered in Utah? No. And then, are you the registered owner? No.
That's weird. My nephew's trying to get tuition breaks on his school, so he's trying to get registered, trying to do things, and he's writing it down instead of taking a picture. Where'd the Twitters go? Tweet! Okay, I'm gonna call it a day. So, my meetup web scraper. So yeah, we will hype everyone up for next week so that the entire world watches my stream next week. Meetup web scraper. That's not what I want. It's really hard to think of catchy marketing things. My stream next Friday. Integrating will be at, nope, that's not the Firebase. Oh my gosh. The internet. SDK into my app to store meetup data. Store meetup. My goodness, the computer hit sucks. Please, or just say, if you okay, and let's share that video. I do not have my desktop sound on, so you can't hear it. But you should definitely check it out. This was our last meetup, the last meetup I hosted, so pretty awesome. Cool. I don't follow Twitch. Okay, so for anybody still here, hope to see you at our Kubernetes meetup this week. You can find it at Utah Kubernetes, the Kubernetes Utah meetup, the Forge Utah, at the Forge Utah. I hope to see you on our stream next week. And like always, we will, like always, like I've done this before. I always forget the right thing. But let's see what people are doing. See if anybody could use a boost of 2.5 followers. GitHub API integration. Oh. Vectorizing JSON and Go. For CockroachDB. Yep, you're going here. So, we will see you next time. Have a good weekend.